guys, today I'm gonna be reacting to a video called You Know You're Dating a German Woman When. So apparently German women are pretty different from, I don't know what's the basis of comparison here. So it's hard for me to like say, okay, what is different? So hopefully we'll find out. So let's check it out.
Hey, how's it going? I was just sitting across the bar and I wanted to come here and tell you that you're beautiful.
Okay, thank you.
I'm Sebastian, by the way.
Hannah.
Hannah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, where are you from?
I'm from Germany.
Germany, that's so great.
No
I have
hands,
two
please.
friends.
No hands, please. That's a good thing to follow in general.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm
next
gonna
to
grab a
German
beer. Do
women.
you want a beer? Yeah, you want a beer. Excuse me, can we get 2 beers, please?
She's not even telling you like yes. Yeah, like why are you doing this? Very specific. Okay, that's I'm guessing that's good. Very assertive. Oh, because you're punctual.
So many millennials are moving out of European countries. Do you think it's really the end of European Union after only 23 years?
Yeah, I can totally see that happening within 20-25 years with the European Union. It can most likely happen.
Oh, okay, they like to debate. Like, no, make
Technically,
your
the
point.
smallest country in the world is the Vatican City. You didn't know it was a country because it's its own nation state. It's kind of crazy. But then you have Nepal that also doesn't have a country that's a perfect rectangle. The Vatican City has a perfect square as a rectangle. Do you know Switzerland has a perfect square for her flag? It's kind of crazy.
Oh, okay.
That's an interesting shirt. Didn't you have time to change? And I really like your hair. It's so
Oh my god, what?
curly. But don't you think it's time to get a new haircut?
Why is it long? They don't like long hair? Oh, it's about honesty. It's about honesty. Okay, she doesn't like it.
Take it easy, we're in a public place.
Oh, they're in a public place. Okay. Hopefully not in public though.
Bye. Bye. Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. I know a lot of you are requesting what it's like to date a German woman, so here she is. And we're filming what it's like to date a Colombian woman next week. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe above and share this with all your German and non-German friends. And
Vielen herzlichen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Hier ist unser Link und wir sehen uns nächste Woche.
ja, Dankeschön.
Bye bye. Danke.
Okay, so it was very funny. I have to say, some of these things I think they're good in general, not just with German women. I think just women in general. Not to point any fingers, but I do think a lot of men do get like the wrong idea of what women expect or like. So it is like a lot of these things I think are good dating advice, not just with German women, especially the ones about like well, just in general, again, make your own opinion about things. I think that again, not just for men, it's just like for women and men in general. Like instead of trying to impress someone, I think it's a good idea to always like speak your mind and be like, no, I mean, if you guys are talking about something and honesty first, if you don't like something, maybe like, yes, I know, I'm sorry, I don't like this, and I don't know, it could create very interesting conversations, but do not agree just for the sake of agreeing because you think, oh, this person's gonna like me if I agree with them. It's like not necessarily. It comes across as probably a little bit dishonest, and probably the person's gonna realize that you're just like talking whatever, and it's like, no, I can tell that your heart's not in it, and that you're just like talking just for talking, and you're just agreeing with me for the sake of agreeing. Like, no, come on, like I want to debate, and please let me know like what you actually think. And again, I think that's a good idea, not just for men dating German women or women. It's just like for women and men, everyone involved. The whole honesty thing, I think it's funny because it's like, yes, I think Germans can be pretty maybe not honest, yes, but I think very direct. Yes, direct I think is the right word, and it can come across obviously as a little bit like, oh wow, it's very direct. So I'm on one hand, again, good for honesty, but there's I think a little bit of a difference between being honest and if I'm asking you something, I'm asking you a question, or I'm asking you, hey, your opinion, what do you think? There's a difference between that and just expressing like unwanted opinions about, for instance, how a person looks like, or I don't know, their life choices or stuff like that. I think there's a huge difference. If you're asking someone because you want to know their opinion, then great, go ahead. And if you're apparently, if you're talking to a German person, they're gonna be very honest. So you have to brace yourself and be like, okay, well, I'm prepared. Give it to me straight. Don't sugarcoat it. Please tell me, okay. But if someone just, makes comments about your appearance, I don't know. I think that's a little bit like, wow, why are you telling me this? I'm not asking, hey, do you like my hair? If just unwanted, like, hey, I think you should cut your hair. It's like, well, again, I think there's a little bit of a limit. Obviously, like with the hair, it could be like a little whatever. You can just sort of like tell someone, hey, you know what? I think I like you better when your hair is shorter, it's longer, it's whatever. So maybe those kind of things are low key, like a little bit more passable. But if you're like, I don't know, because if you start saying like so many things, like, oh, you're attacking like, wow, I know how I look, how I am, like, stop. It's like, hey, this is not like a deconstruction of a personality of a person. So I don't know how honest they can be. Like, on one hand, good, if you're asking their opinion, hey, do I look good in this shirt? Maybe they'll tell you like, honestly, not really, maybe you should change. You know what? It's like, I brought this on me because I'm asking you, and it's good that you're actually like being honest. So on one hand, great, thank you. Thanks for letting me know. I'll go change. But if it's, again, pretty unwanted, maybe it's like there's a limit in between like the things that you can actually say, because it's like, just a suggestion, stop wearing green. It's like, okay, well, thank you. I'll keep that in mind. Or just, what, your hair, it's terrible, like it does nothing for you, or I don't know, it's stuff like that. It can be a little bit, and especially like when it comes to appearance or maybe personality, which I think are things that obviously you're gonna take very personally, because again, it's yourself, so you're gonna take it personally if someone tells you, I don't know, like that shirt kind of doesn't look good on you, or something about your personality of like, what's really off-putting about you, this. It's like, okay, it can be a little bit hard to take. It's a tough pill to swallow. But on one hand, again, good. On the other, I don't know, I think there's a limit. But the other thing that I was gonna say, apparently they're very like, they like to debate. They like for you to form your own opinions, which I think is good. Although it surprises me that they're like, they have to be like pretty well informed on different kind of like subjects, or like world politics, or just like in general, which I don't know. I apparently almost all of them, because again, this can be a little bit like generalizing. I had no idea, but it's obviously a good thing. It's they're well read. Maybe they're aware of the current like affairs of the world. But I don't know if it's everyone. Apparently everyone in Germany pays attention to the news, which, I didn't know that. So good for them. That's great. They don't really live an insular life, as in like, I'm just aware of what's happening in my own little bubble, in my own little world. No, it's good to have like important, well, not opinions, maybe again, maybe not opinions, but I think it's important to just like read on what's happening on the world, and have and maybe just read about different things, different subjects, which I think it's good. Apparently German people are like that, which great, didn't know that. But I have to say, the one thing is that yes, a lot of women do want to be like, and that's not a particular, that was what I was getting at at the beginning. A lot of women, not just German women, like they want to be seeing a sequel, or the ones that do not really order for me, or just do not really like, there's my personal space. I don't know you. Why are you sitting, or why are you touching me? It's like, again, those are good things, good pieces of advice to follow, not just for men in general. I think for German women, for men dating German women in general, it's like for women in general, because again, women want to be seeing as equals. Yes, of course. I think that's every woman all women of all nationalities. And also the whole about like, do not assume that I want something. No, just ask me, you know, also that. And the whole like touching, I think could be a little bit like, well, it depends, because obviously there are some levels. Like if you're flirting with someone, of course you want to make yourself, you know, explicit as in like, hey, I'm flirting with you because I like you. So of course there's going to be a little bit of touching involved, but you know, don't come across as maybe that's too strong, as like, okay, I'm sitting and I'm touching you. It's like, oh, come on, just have a conversation first. And then maybe as the conversation progresses, then obviously you can like, there's a little bit more touching involved. So I think that, again, good rule of thumb to follow, especially like read her out. Like if she looks interested, then yes, go. And she's gonna let you know. If she's interested, you'll know. So, you know, again, it's good pieces of advice, but I'm surprised about a lot of these things are sort of like not just for German women in general, just for women in general. Oh, and they have to say the punctuality thing. Good, because again, it hadn't occurred to me that, of course, because German women and German people in general are very punctual, and if they tell you like it's 7 p.m., you have to be there at 7 p.m. Like, I'm not expecting you at 7:05, 7:10. I'm expecting you at 7 p.m. Period. You know, period. So it's like, okay, well, good to know. Apparently, that also their punctuality is not just in their daily lives and in their common like normal in their work life, in their whatever. It also involves like their dating and romantic life. It's just like a way. Maybe that it's like that. Their punctuality is just a way of life, a way of living, and it's not just, you know, a passing fad or something that they only do in certain moments. It's just like, no, in general, in life, you should be punctual, which is good. Probably we all cultures probably should. I know people should probably be a little bit more punctual about that, because obviously you don't want to waste anyone's time. But I think it really depends. It gets harder with some people. But yes, that was it for today, and I'll see you soon. Bye.